Today we are at Austin with both departments decided to meet as this team so as to integrate our programs and plans for 2025. We are encouraged by our principals to collaborate and integrate our activities so as to share our resources, especially with those functions that are duplicated like school sports that we have in DOP, and they also have school sports in district. So this started with the signing of the MOU by our two ministers, and then it went down to us as implementers. Now, as a province, we are busy with the implementation protocol, which will guide both departments on how to run sports in the province. Fortunately for the province, this didn't come at short because we have already started collaborations in 2023-24, where we engaged both departments, we shared resources, and then we started planning together all the programs that relate to learner enrichment. The learner enrichment, we have 4 pillars. We have arts and culture, we have sports, we have curriculum development. So all these programs will overlap with the programs that are managed also on the side of district. We did compare our activity plans. They came to us to Department of Education and Solution. We said we analyzed our key performance areas and decided, okay, that it's fine that we share all our resources because our target is the learner, and if the learner is at the center, we saw no reason for us to do things in isolation. So this joint planning worked very well in 2023, especially where we felt we had limited resources. Because learner enrichment programs, they encourage mass participation at all levels. So due to limited resources, sometimes we feel that other levels are reached. But through this collaboration, we will try and expand here and there. But with this new approach and this implementation protocol that is here now, we are going to get inputs from all the relevant structures and stakeholders, and it will be advised by the province on how best can we run the learner enrichment programs, and also how best can we strengthen this relationship. Also, not leaving behind our citizens. We hope that this will work well for us. We are all committed to do this, but as we move, we're going to see how it goes.
For us, whose mandate is sports development and the development of recreation, we consider school sport as the bedrock of sport development. That for any sporting system to thrive, it has got to have this foundation that is school sport. And this foundation is extremely critical to sports development firstly, but also sport itself has social and health benefits that accrue to society as a whole. It is not simply that we want to develop kids, all of them to be top athletes, all of them to be world champions, but we want all kids to have an opportunity to participate in sport, and this becomes very important. And this is where our collaboration with education is critical. In that, in this country, education is compulsory to a particular level. And therefore it means if we are to get kids, we can't find them elsewhere other than school. If they are to be involved in sports, they can't be anywhere else than at school. And so the working together between ourselves and yourselves becomes extremely critical. Really, from a mass participation point of view, that all children must have some access to sport and physical activity. This is beneficial to their own growth and development.
I was requested to be part of this meeting in order to bring the school safety perspective in terms of athletics and other sporting activities. In most cases, when we have our learners participating in sports, there are injuries that they sustain and some fatalities do occur. And therefore, it means we must look into the safety of these learners. It means as schools, we must ensure that the safety of the learners is certain at all times. It therefore means as school safety, we must come down to schools and teach them how to deal with these issues that are challenges within schools. We must ensure that each and every school is having a school safety plan, because it then means if we're going to be having fatalities on the field of play, then it actually means as schools, we must have a plan to deal with those fatalities. Because if we just ignore them or we just make them statistics, then it actually means we are failing our learners and their parents as well, because when parents send their kids to school, they expect them to come back home. So if they can't come back home because they were part of a sporting activity where they sustain injuries or they get fatalities, then it actually means something has to be done. This book is the National School Safety Framework, which has been developed by the Department of Basic Education, and it cascades down to provincial departments of education, including the Eastern Cape Department of Education. This is the guiding document in terms of policy when it comes to school safety.